You're not my dad!
Oh, shit.
Hello. How are you?
Ooh, no. I want to do a...
Hello? Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to Skitten's channel. Why am I looking at that? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's sexy now.
What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. Rice Spice is back!
Hey.
And Dr. D is back!
But Rice Spice!
Rice Spice! Look how fierce she is. Look at her
Oh, wait,
dragon.
yeah. So we rated some... Oh,
Yes.
there's a knock.
Hello.
What do you need?
Is your phone on?
It's in there.
I called you.
Hi.
Hello.
We're recording. You are
I can see both
interrupting
of
my
you.
video.
Oh, because it's a video. Oh, I was
Yeah,
like,
yes.
I can see you right here.
Yeah.
Order
Hello.
Pizza. What do you want?
We just talked about that.
Yes! Oh,
You
God,
read
it's
our
good.
minds?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, shoot.
We're
Okay.
gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Send me a text.
Okay.
I'm going
Wait,
to-
no.
I-
Wait,
No,
no, wait, no.
We'll just
don't
tell
do
you.
that.
We'll just tell
Okay,
you. We'll
no.
just tell you.
Is there a pepperoni? Something with pepperoni involved.
Pepperoni.
Involved.
Pepperoni. Okay. And we like pineapple.
I'm
Pepperoni,
okay with
pineapple.
pineapple.
That's it.
That's a weird combo. Should we
That's
add
all you
something
want.
else?
Jalapeno.
No.
Pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno.
That sounds weird. Is that good?
Have you actually drinking yet?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm leaving all of that in. So,
that was
what up,
great.
Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again. And we are having a time. A good time.
Great time.
Um,
Wait.
okay.
We were talking about
Oh, yes,
Hazel.
Hazel. Yes.
Oh, so rice space.
Rice
Rice
spice.
space.
Rice spice.
And then we took these from her and from her. She's great.
Yeah.
But see, so
Cute.
I'll zoom in. For you guys. I'll zoom in. Also, I know you guys are going to talk about my missing nails. Just know that these nails are missing on purpose
Press
because I was supposed to not have nails, but then we were going out. And so then I was like, well, I want my nails to look nice. So then I put on press-ons. And now I cannot get them off.
No, you cannot get them.
I can't get them off.
Feel
I
that
can get them off
struggle.
later. We have nail polish remover.
So that is what is going on with me. So I have my two dearest friends here.
Best friends, the best people she knows, the greatest people she's ever met in her whole entire life.
That part.
Facts.
So I was going to show them something traumatizing.
What?
But then I decided not to because I love you guys.
But you were gonna do it.
Nice.
So there was a request for me to show you Meat Canyon. I will never show you Meat Canyon.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Meat
I
Canyon.
will never show you Meat
okay.
Canyon.
Well, if it was your
Hazel
request,
would be-
I've seen it.
Hazel would be very sad. Hazel would be very sad.
Hazel?
So instead, I found a video of wholesome memes.
Boo!
And I really feel like you guys are going to enjoy them.
Are there cats?
Probably lots
Okay,
of cats.
All right.
Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Little boy sent me a charming card with a little drawing on it. I loved it. I sent him a card and I drew a picture of a wild thing on it. I wrote, "Dear Jim, I loved your card." Then I got a letter back from his mother and she said, "Jim loved your card so much he ate it." That to me was one of the highest compliments I've ever received. He didn't care that it was an original Morris Sendak drawing or anything. He saw
ate it.
He loved it. He ate it. What is the loveliest thing a child has ever said to you? Would you like one, grandpa?
Yeah,
Okay, it was not my child but my 3-year-old granddaughter, but I still think it counts. I had read about the marshmallow test. You give a child a marshmallow, and then say that if she, Layla in this case, could keep from eating it for 10 minutes, you'll give her a second. So I tried that test with my granddaughter, not with marshmallows, but with chocolate, which she likes much more. According to extensive experiments, children who pass the marshmallow test are far more successful in later life. They have learned a fundamental truth in life, that delayed gratification can lead to a far better long-term outcome. She sat and watched the chocolate. The 10-minute hourglass finally emptied, and she had succeeded. She asked for her second piece of chocolate. I gave it to her, and she now had 2 in her hand. That's when she looked up at me and asked, "Would you like one, grandpa?" Needless to say, from that moment on I would readily give my life for her.
You were
Man.
willing to die for her before?
That was my first
My
thought.
heart.
And also my second thought was I definitely would have failed that
I
test.
know. I was
Oh.
like, wait, chocolate?
You 100% would have. You might fail it today.
I want it now? Now.
So
I mean, I would wait. I was gonna say
I'm
I
just
would.
gonna eat it.
I would wait for my second piece, but I'm not.
You're
I'm
not gonna share?
sharing it.
Oh yeah, no. Oh no.
Especially if it's dark chocolate.
Actually, milk chocolate is played. I'd also like to point out, I really hope my grandma would not die for me. She has a lot of grandkids. So, like...
But you might be her favorite.
I don't care.
Like in that Chance
She has
the
a
Rapper
lot of...
song.
But she has a lot of grandkids, and they might be really mad at me.
Oh.
So...
You
so
don't
just
want that.
let me die, girl.
Cause family conflict.
Yeah, nah. I'm good.
They'll be like, why grandma have to take that bullet for you?
I didn't make her do anything, okay? Like...
And in Nebraska orders pizza for his grandma in Florida to make sure she was alright after he couldn't reach her following Hurricane Matthew. Police and fire couldn't do it, but Papa John's got there in 30 minutes and put the cell phone to her ear. Krusty Krab pizza is a pizza for you and me. When you run into an old friend and y'all have been riding 2 different ways, but the love's still there. I never want my kids to mess up and think, Dad's gonna kill me. I want their first thought to be, I need to call my dad. Parenting with fear isn't parenting at all. It's tolerating a child's presence until they are old enough to mind themselves.
Exactly. I was just talking about this in another video where I was saying that we always talk about you do not own your children.
Right.
Children are not property. And people were in my comments were like, until they're 18, legally, you
No.
do not own your children. Being responsible for their mental, physical, and emotional well-being is not the same as owning them.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I paid for their lunch, so therefore I think that I own
That's not
them.
how that works.
Are you? But
That's not how that works.
But my parents.
No, stop.
But
You
but
stop,
I
too.
turned out okay.
Both of you stop. No, you didn't turn out okay.
You did not.
You suck as
I
a person
did
now.
not.
Yeah, you just don't know that you're
No.
like.
And
flawed.
somebody was like, oh, you'll feel different when you have kids.
That's
I
what-
hope
No.
I never feel like I
No.
own my children. If I ever start acting like I own my kids, beat me up.
I was gonna say,
Beat me up.
do you think
Okay.
I'm gonna let you treat my nibblings any kind of way?
nibblings.
You think? You really think?
Wait, what is a nibbling?
Nibbling.
You like a niece,
Like
or
a niece or nephew, but it's
gender
nibbling.
neutral. My nibblings.
Isn't it so cute?
It's adorable. You think I'm gonna let you treat my kids like this? My children? That you gave birth to? My children? I think not.
I'm gonna be like, so then I had to spank them, and they're gonna be like,
Excuse me?
you had to spank who? You had to do what?
Who? I'm sorry? My children? Alright,
Your
let's go
nibblings?
outside. Let's go outside.
I like that.
So if y'all see me with a black eye after I have kids, just know I did something wrong.
She deserved
What was it? What is it? If my man cheats, it's because I was slipping. That's gonna be their energy, but with my kids.
Dog is scratching ear. Me. Now this looks like a job for me. So last summer I randomly met this 80-year-old woman on Words with Friends.
Cute.
We played 300 plus games together and she actually ended up becoming a good friend of mine. Today I got to go to Florida and meet her in
It
person.
is the same.
Ah, that's so cute!
Very thrush. I'm 60 years old and have searched my whole life to identify the sound of this bird. Not only have you identified the bird with the song but with the video as well. You have given me one of the most precious gifts I've had on my bucket list since I was a child. Thank you.
That is such a good feeling.
Okay, I have a story for you guys.
Okay, are you ready?
Be me. Walking home from work. See homeless guy asking for some change for food. I tell him I'll buy him some food in the 7-Eleven. He seems super happy about it. We walk into the 7-Eleven and I start buying him some food. I ask him if he is thirsty. He says yes, so I take him to the cooler, but he says, "Do you mind if I get something else?" I was hoping he wouldn't ask for alcohol. I haven't had chocolate milk in years, he said. I buy him his things. That feel when I go home and start crying in my living room over what just happened. I'm not kidding. I cried because of what he said about chocolate milk.
That's cute. Also, you're a wimp, but we love you.
I
We
would
support
cry.
weenies here.
But also,
It's
okay.
fine. It's
So
Ooh. Oh yeah, you would definitely cry.
I have a story.
Story.
It might make you cry.
Oh God.
So Josh and I, I don't know. We went somewhere. And we had to go to the convenience store, and there was a guy out front, and he asked Josh for money. And Josh was like, I mean, I don't give people cash, but I'll buy you food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mostly because we don't ever carry cash.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, like-
we have no
Yeah.
cash on us ever. But, and the guy was like, yeah. And then the guy, like, got in, and he like, got stressed out. Because he was like, I've never had anybody buy me food before. Like,
Oh,
no one's ever been
that's
willing
so
to buy me
nice.
food. And so the guy, like, got overwhelmed with his choices.
That's fair.
because he didn't
Feelings.
know. Yeah, he didn't know
What can I get?
Oh.
Anything? Anything that I want?
Josh was like literally just like pick what you want.
Yeah.
Because Josh was like, I have to go. Like, we had somewhere to be. And but Josh was like, yeah, just pick whatever you want. And the guy was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, and so Josh came in and told me, and I was like, you could have taken your time. We could be late. It's fine. Like,
It's fine. We'll get there when we get there.
it's fine. They'll understand. And if they don't, they're awful people.
The worst.
Like, but yeah. So, and then also there's this guy who was so excited because he asked if I could buy him a Mountain Dew. And I was like, yeah. But then there was like, the 4-pack was basically the same price as one. So I just bought him the 4-pack, and he was like, oh my God, I can share this now. And I was like,
Oh.
Wow, that makes me happy, sad. Is there a word for that?
Overwhelmed?
No. I'm not whelmed.
Ah.
I'm
not
good.
whelmed.
I'm good.
She's not whelmed.
I'm good. I got it together.
Are you good?
Maybe. You're not good.
you're not good, baby. But yeah.
My dog ran away and wandered into the local Home Depot. This is what I arrived to when I picked her up. The man in the chair is Mr. Earl. Mr. Earl lives in the assisted living home next door to the shop. He has a memory disease that if you tell him something today he forgets. So if you tell him again tomorrow it's like new information to him. His brother used to come to the shop and pay me every week to cut his hair. Then later Mr. Earl would come and ask me did his brother pay me so he can get a cut. I would always say yes sir, your debt is already paid. Mr. Earl's brother died 5 years ago and he doesn't remember. He still comes every week and always asks me is his debt paid. I always still say yes sir, your debt is paid, and cut his hair. I know
Wait, so
Mr.
if you
Earl's
cry,
brother
I'll
is
cry.
in heaven.
No, because I'm already...
Y'all need to stop. Is she crying? Is she? Stop. We are weenies.
Weenie Junior, okay?
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not even looking at you, host, because if I cry, I'm gonna be so upset.
It's fine. I'm
gonna
fine.
be so upset.
I'm going to look into the air until I'm good.
I'm fine. This is fine.
Okay, I'm good. This is fine? Is it
Uh-huh.
fine?
I'm going to move on from this, okay? I'm just going to press play.
Looking down, watching out for us. That's payment enough. Some things are better than money.
Just keep going.
There is a festival in Nepal dedicated solely to thanking dogs for their loyalty and friendship. An Indian flight attendant named Nirja Banot hid the passports of American passengers on a hijacked flight to save them from the hijackers. She is credited with saving 360 passengers. Here is a new challenge for all you bored teens.
Okay,
Take a
I'm ready.
photo of an area that needs some cleaning or maintenance. Then take a photo after you have done something about it, and post it.
Wow.
Sex workers of Reddit. What is the saddest experience client-wise you've had while on the job? Not my story, but I knew a girl who did rent a night type of stuff. Guy asks her if she could come over. Doesn't talk about sex over the phone. Just if she could come over and to come hungry.
yes, I saw
She
this
thinks he is
story.
into feeding or some shiz. She arrives at like 6 PM. Pretty early for her work. She asks what he would like to do. He just cooks for her. A really big delicious meal later he starts to open up a bit. His wife had passed and always loved his cooking, but he hates cooking for himself. My sister-in-law has this massive aloe, and when she brought it into overwinter, this grey boy came in with it. He doesn't wander, just sleeps in his hidey hole in the soil and comes out to sun himself on a tentacle every now and again. She mists him with a spray bottle and feeds him waxies from the bait shop. Took my 6-year-old to a classmate's birthday party today. He was the only other kid there. His parents thanked me for bringing him and said he was the only one their son wanted to invite. Because my
that's so
son's the only
cute.
one in school who's nice to him. Teach
And
your
now
kids to
sad?
not be assholes.
Facts.
In college I
Miss Rice Spice doesn't let her kids be mean to other kids.
That's right. Be like Rice Spice.
Be like Rice
Don't be
Spice.
yourself. Be like her. She's better.
She's better than all of you hoes.
She's better than us.
Just
Let's
to
be
be
real.
honestly, truly. But also, actually, no, because you're a literal angel. Me and
I
Rice
am
Spice.
no, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut
You
up.
shut up.
Shut up.
No, you shut up.
You
No,
shut up.
you
You
shut up.
shut
No,
up.
you shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up. Shut up.
Hello,
Just
everyone.
shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Just shut. Really? Really? See, that's how we know she's better, because we're trying to be childish. She's just like, hello.
Hello.
Let's focus on something else.
All right, in college, I smoked some weed with my neighbor.
Oh,
Okay.
I smoked some weed with my neighbor in the dorm. I got so high that I had a panic attack.
Oh, no.
And to calm me down, he basically had to cuddle with me and then put on Animal Planet. No joke. Sounds like a sweet dude.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Turkish bride and groom distribute food to 4,000 Syrian refugees instead of their guests on their wedding day.
Mad cute.
It took my new cat a while to realize that kissing the top of her head was a gesture of affection. But I think she's finally got it. The downside is that she now thinks the best way to signal that she wants cuddles is to come charging at me and mash the top of her head against my face. It's like a very affectionate punch in the mouth. Doctor takes break from giving birth to deliver another baby. A gynecologist in US was preparing to give birth to her own baby in the hospital when she heard that another expectant mother was also close to giving birth. As the doctor on call was still on his way,
No.
she stepped in and handled the delivery. She then went back to her ward and gave birth to her baby.
Dude,
Y'all
get her a
got
cake.
pregnant.
Get her a cake.
I would like to be very clear. You got me fucked up. If you think I am doing anything while I am in labor.
But she's a nice lady. She's like, yeah, I'm in labor, but it's not that deep. I probably got like a solid hour or so.
It's not that
so
deep.
no,
Let
bro.
me just, I got
I
time.
don't give a-
I got you.
I'm not even fully dilated, bro.
You can have
Like,
your baby in the toilet for all I care. I will not.
You are not. You are not. Also, aren't they not called gynecologists? Aren't they called like obstetricians? Or something?
Obstetrician? Yeah.
Maybe both. Maybe she might just be a gynecologist though.
But do
But
they deliver?
I don't think gynecologists deliver babies.
They know things about vaginas though.
But they're two different things.
But they know about
They're-
vaginas, so it's fine.
Okay.
Look,
my
Ingrid,
gynecologist and my boyfriend know about vaginas,
Look.
but there's only one that I'm trusting for a pap smear.
Look, all I'm saying
You
is
don't
that
want
in
your
Grey's
boyfriend feeling
Anatomy,
you up?
they've had like neurosurgeons like helping people give birth.
Oh,
And I don't
shit.
want a neurosurgeon help. You want Ben Carson all up in there? Is that what you want? Is that what you
Not
want?
Ben Carson.
You know, we'll get into that later.
I don't think Ben Carson's a real
Gifted hands.
neurologist.
Gifted hands right up there.
Oh man.
Anyways.
Baby. Still got a long way to go, but progress is still progress, right? It ain't much, but it's honest work. Draw stick figures, sing off key, write bad poems,
Yes.
sew ugly clothes, run slowly, flirt clumsily,
Actually,
play video games on
I
easy.
flirt
You do not
clumsily.
need to be good at something to enjoy the act.
Yeah.
Talent is overrated.
Fact.
Unless it's sex.
Sorry.
Please,
I'm out of drink, but I'm just gonna.
please do not be bad at sex and also expect somebody else to enjoy it. Be better. Be best.
I'm gonna just be real quiet. I'm gonna just.
I mean, we're all good at sex, so we don't have to worry
I'm
about
gonna just
it.
be real quiet because I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
I'm hurting everybody's feelings. If your dick is weak,
Well,
high key, your dick is weak, buddy.
I know.
I like that song.
I know. I don't. That's your friend.
Do things you like doing, but if you're bad at sex, don't do that. Don't subject other people to that.
Don't do that. Just get better.
You said doo doo. I'm not sorry.
Wow, Hazel, Rice Spice, ma'am.
Ma'am.
I'm not sorry. It's fine.
Do things you like doing, it's okay to suck. I used to be self-conscious about my height, but then I thought, F that, I'm Harry Potter.
Exactly.
This
Exactly.
girl in my
Sir.
bio
That
lecture
reason,
fell
yeah.
asleep, and the guy beside her took her clicker and answered all the questions so she still got
Oh,
credit.
that's
I hope they get
sweet.
married.
That's cute.
Me acting shocked after a little kid tells me a fact I already knew so they feel smart,
That's you.
and thus encouraging them to
That's
continue to
you.
share information they find important with people.
Yes.
Got my nails done and picked this cute ass lavender color. My male
Lavender.
guy goes, that was my wife's favorite. She passed away 15 years ago today. This morning I woke up and asked for a sign that she's still here with me. So I guess this is it. Thank you. I'm f***ing crying.
Me too.
This is probably the best thing I've ever seen. Me. Vegetables at the grocery store getting misted.
Hey.
He took up 2 spaces, but bought 2 tickets. In
Okay.
2017, a dog named Odin refused to leave his flock of goats behind during the California Tubbs fire as his owners fled to safety. Days later, the owners came back to their property to find Odin survived and managed to keep all the goats alive.
Good boy.
Me, thinking about suicide. Stanley from heaven, don't make me come down there, you punk.
Alright.
Chopper, 19-year-old dog, is taken into the lake every night by his owner John to help soothe his arthritis and help him fall asleep. There is a Dutch nursing home that provides rent-free housing to university students in return for being good neighbors, interacting with older residents, attending parties, etc. to ward off loneliness and depression common in the elderly.
Old people.
Willie, a parrot, alerted his owner Megan Howard when the toddler she was babysitting began to choke. Megan was in the bathroom. The parrot began screaming "Mama, baby," while flapping its wings as the child turned blue. Megan rushed over and performed the Heimlich, saving the girl's life. 1998. When I get bigger, I'm going to be my dad's partner and catch bad guys and burglars. 2018. Hamsters doing a snooze.
Silly cat.
Yeah.
This 9-month-old tiger was so sick she weighed 30 pounds when she was supposed to weigh around 120. When she was rescued from circus, her bald spots covered almost her entire body and her skin was dry with cracked, darkened areas and bleeding. Every day, twice a day, I would go in and give Asha medications and spend time with her, told Kihei. At first, Kihei would have to chase Asha to get her into medicated bathe, but the cub soon started to like them and her condition improved drastically. Within 8 months, she looked like a real tiger. Asha was then introduced to a bigger tiger named Smuggler, who went crazy for her and was always showing off for her. Now the two live in the same enclosure together and Asha is a healthy and very much loved tigress.
Hey!
Also, you did all that for that tiger. That tiger would still very much eat you.
Oh,
Just to be clear.
Really? I thought this was wholesome.
It is wholesome. Tigers
tiger-
being tigers is very wholesome.
Is it?
but she found a babe.
Okay, but
She
she's
got
talking about
bae.
people getting
She
eaten.
found. Okay.
They could
But
eat
they're
the,
fine,
They could
the
eat the
bays.
people together.
Oh god.
That's. Anyways.
Dinner for two?
I'm
I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed us being real cute and ourselves.
We're great.
We're wonderful.
You know what I just remembered?
Yes,
What?
ma'am.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza! Okay. Well, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave your reaction requests and recommendations
Say nice things
down
about us.
in the comments below. And other than that,
Tell
peace
Rice
out.
Guys she's pretty.
Peace out, Hope Biscuits. It's
Skin lit.